a question for you, sort of, given your role as chair that now goes back over a number of years, that time is sort of coming to an end in the next few weeks and months. Looking back on the progress of the association over the years you've been chair, things that you're proud of, things that you look back and say, it was good to get through that, and maybe things that kind of you've learned in the process.
I got asked this question the other week, as you know,
yeah.
when I was at the Managers Conference, and I think there's lots of highs and some lows. But I think the key piece of work for me was the creation and formation of the strategic plan.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, whilst we had annual business plans and annual business objectives, they were short-term in my mind. And the strategic plan gave everyone in the association a vision for the future that they could either share with or not, and that was their choice. But if you shared with it, you then had 2, 3, 4 years to actually you had the opportunity to put it into effect. And the fact that now we're into our second strategic plan speaks volumes, I think, for that process. Because it does cascade all the way down to staff, and I think they can respect that. But it's the cornerstone, it's the foundation upon what we as an association are all about. So to get the principle of that in place, I think I would say is probably the best piece of work that I've managed to achieve.
Great.
I'm sure there are others, but
it's a real highlight.
But that to me was quite a significant change, I think, in our style of approach to the way in which things were done. Because without that, I think anybody looking at the work we do won't really be able to assess clearly what our vision would be. And it's in that strategic plan that the vision is quite clearly spelled out and what it is we're about. So I think to have that now as a cornerstone document is a major step forward.
I'd agree. I think the strategic plan, not just in terms of the specific objectives that we're seeking to achieve, but actually in terms of this is who we are, this is what we want to do, and this is how we're going to go about it. In an era when people are going to be looking to work with us, it gives a clear sense of who we are as an association. And listen, if you want to work with us, we want to work with you, but understand who we are and what we're trying to achieve. And I think going forward, it's a really good piece of work that kind of helps us.
Yeah, but it's very clear for outside bodies and agencies to see what it is we're about and what it is we want to do. But also it very clearly says what we don't want to do. And that's just as important.
I agree.
So, that maintains, I think, the ethos and of what we as an association are all about.